G'day, my name's Damien. Everyone calls me Damo. I work in the health and fitness industry, doing PT work, group training, a lot of health related and then fitness exercise related things. I spend a lot of my time moving my body, doing exercises, doing events, anything from small events and adventure events, and I spend quite a bit of my downtime with my little boy, taking him to the pool, taking him playing, just looking after him, having some fun with him. So really my life is either on the go, exercising, training other people, or with a little fella, or going to the beach. I love going to the beach. Anything that's active or keep my body moving, I enjoy. Well, I know someone that works for the Wilderness Society, and she'd been asking me for a couple of years to do it. And what happened was, late last year, again, she was Damo, come and do it. And then more people in the gym got to hear about it, and there are people I get along with really well, and people I've trained in classes, people I've trained individually, and people I get along with really fantastic. So as the numbers built and more people got keen, I thought the team is so good that I can't not do it, just purely for the. Yes, I did. Obviously, along the way, over the months, especially getting closer, there was things that popped up, and I had to phone, and the crew over were very helpful, and they helped me wherever needed. But yeah, I probably had 90–95% of the info, and along the way, obviously, just emailed or phoned, and very helpful getting back to me and helping me out. A team of people that are doing, I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a go. It's such a good opportunity not to take advantage of. Yeah, actually, personally myself, and I know for the members of the team, the training was an unreal part of the whole experience. We went to different national parks, we went on different tracks. We'd meet up really early in the morning and have a chat, and then we'd get out there and on the bush tracks. It was a good way to bond too, even though we all knew each other, but it was a great time to get to know each other even more, spend time with some great people, see some great landscapes. Plus there was no stress. We could just take our time and do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 Ks. So the experience of the training was actually unreal. That was fantastic, and you look forward to the weekends of let's catch up what time and where we're going, and so the training part was fantastic. Personally, I only got to train on the course once, but I know other members of the team did it maybe 2, 3 or 4 times. But we mixed it up. Sometimes we go Lanco, sometimes the Royal National Park down south, sometimes we even go to Centennial Park. But yeah, unfortunately I only got to do it once due to other commitments. The highlights during the event were the morning of the event was quite fantastic. There was quite a buzz going on at the base camp where everyone met. Everyone, you could feel this electric feeling that everyone was embarking on something so big. We were very lucky. We had gorgeous weather, so that made it quite a highlight. Many of the sights you see along the way, parts of the Blue Mountains I've never seen, even though I've lived in Sydney all my life. So you go up some awesome and incredible winding tracks and weave through and around into the Blue Mountains. Some of the highlights are actually seeing your support crew at the checkpoints. Especially you've done this awesome leg and you're all excited and G'd up that you've completed whatever, a quarter or a half, and you want to tell people and you're excited, and you want to even talk to your team and you say, oh, we've just done this, we've come this far, how exciting. And the support crew say, yeah, we did it, we're this quarter of the way, we're halfway. Even the people, the other teams, I talk to other teams along the way. Your team gets broken up just a little bit, maybe 20, 30 metres, and other people come through and you talk to them about their experience, if they've done it. So meeting a lot of people along the way, and everyone was quite friendly. And the team from the Wilderness Society was quite friendly at the checkpoints and talking to them and them helping you. So many, many highlights along the way. Walking as part of the team, it was actually very enjoyable. I know there's solo events you do that are 100k runs and walks. As part of a team, I think it just made it that much more enjoyable because you had those people, say it's 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and you had people to talk to, you had people to get you through, we could get each other through, we all helped motivate each other at certain times. You could just talk about anything and everything. And you bonded more. It's a challenge now that for the rest of our lives, we can always say we did it together, and we'll have that sort of special bond and that connection that we went through the whole event together. So I think it's awesome to do it with a team, and yeah, you just look after each other, you support each other. If you know, to remind each other, drink and eat, and you know, we can get through. There's only 10k's to go or 5k's to the checkpoint. At the checkpoint, especially for a motivating factor, I think it's fantastic to do it in a team event, as a team event. Not necessarily a connection, but definitely an appreciation, and grew quite an enjoyment for, especially during all the training leading up to the event. You know, being out there in nature, the fresh air. You know, no concrete jungle. It was actually very nice to be out there in the bush and the wilderness, and also, yeah, during the event, more of an appreciation than an actual connection. While we're out there walking during the training and obviously the event, you know, you grow to have more an appreciation for the natural beauty that's only just on our doorstep here in Sydney, right on the outskirts and not too far to go. You know, we were lucky. I've been to different places like the Blue Mountains before, but discovered whole new parts of the Blue Mountains that I've never seen. I've been to the Royal National Park before, but discovered new tracks and new parts, and it rekindled my passion to get out there and explore more, and do bushwalks and be out in the, you know, beautiful part of Sydney that's not a concrete jungle. Wild endurance was different from other events I've been in, just due to the sheer size and tasks that we were taking on. I've been through and done lots of events, whether it's running events, you know, sports, adventure events, but this was by far the biggest challenge that myself and anyone in my team had ever taken on. It was different in the way, just the sheer magnitude of how big it is, the training to put in. You know, you wouldn't want to go into an event like this underprepared. The amount of hours you do walking on your feet to get prepared, get your mind ready, get the right foods ready, how to drink, how to eat. It was just huge. You know, you're going to be awake for so many hours, so you knew, if you're realistic, you knew that, you know, you're going to be challenged at many times, physically and mentally. You know that your body is going to have to be pushed past any point that it's ever been pushed before. You know, your mind has to be very strong, because it's going to question, why am I out here at 3 in the morning, and what am I doing at 5 in the morning, and the sun's going to come up, and you know, why do I want to keep eating at 4 in the morning when I've already eaten for, you know, 20 something hours? And so the challenge was huge. The challenge was very huge, and outweighs the planning and mental and physical side of anything I've ever participated in. As part of doing this event, obviously raising money for the Wilderness Society is very important. I managed to raise over $800, and in doing that I found that my best way of doing it was by mouth to mouth. Luckily I have a good network of people lucky enough to know through work, through people I train, friends of friends, and so forth. I did use the email system, which was had a lot of positive response from, and helped in my raising efforts. So I sent an email a few months out just to explain to people what I'm doing, what I'm training for, and then a reminder a couple of months out, then another one month out. I found I didn't really want to use a lot of social media. I found my best way was word of mouth, and just explain to people how big it is. And most people know straight away. When you say the 100Ks, the general population have never done it and probably won't, so they're very excited for you and very keen to hear your story. So my probably best tactic was word of mouth, phone people, run into people in the street, tell relatives, tell people when I'm at the gym, people I see sometimes and say, hey, I'm doing this event, I'll put the poster, I put the poster up at the gym on my locker and put how much I'm trying to raise, my name, my email address. So that was a good way too. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask people to donate. You know, if they don't donate, that's okay. That's totally their choice. You'll find a lot of people will be very receptive and quite excited for you that you're doing something so big and for the reasons you're doing it. So yeah, don't be afraid to tell people and ask them and say, you know, you're donating for a good cause and look, I'm doing the hard yards. You know, even if it's only $10, $20, you know, you're helping a good cause and you're putting it towards something I'm doing. If someone asks me about wild endurance and we're thinking about doing it, I'd say do it. I'd say just do it. Um, it's an experience you can't replicate. I would say be prepared, but it's to your detriment if you don't. I say get out there on those weekends and do the bushwalks. It's not challenging and hard. Just go there and enjoy yourself every weekend like we did. And, you know, if you've got good people around you, I say put a good team around you, people you enjoy being with. I say get your nutrition and water right. I say do the yards. It doesn't have to be hard. Make it fun. Go out and enjoy. Get out there on a sunny day, a sunny Sunday, and get down to the national park and do the hard yards. Most of all, go in with a good attitude. Go in there thinking, you know, I can do it. It's going to be fun, and have fun. Most definitely, most definitely. I didn't know, besides knowing some of the works of the Wilderness Society, I still didn't know much about them. Through this event, I've learned a lot more. Through the information nights and doing the things, reading the emails, I've learned a lot of about what they do for our wilderness and society. I do think it's very important to protect our natural wonders, our natural beauty. You know, when you go out there and you experience them on the weekends, especially as many as you do when you're training for this event and on the event, you realise how beautiful they are, and it's just a brilliant escape mentally and physically from the gruelling challenges of your day-to-day life and going to work and things like that, and it really lets you mentally release and relax and enjoy. So, you know, it's extremely important to protect these parts of not only Sydney but all of Australia for all of us to enjoy.